You know, American football, it's so much more than just a game. It's really a playbook for a whole culture. So today, we're going to break down the language of the sport to uncover this kind of hidden script for competition, resilience, and what we call the American dream. So have you ever stopped to think about that? The words and phrases that get thrown around in any sport? Well, they're not just jargon. They're actually a code. And this code reveals what a culture really values, how it defines a hero, and what it actually means to win. Exactly. The phrases you hear echoing from the commentator's box all the way to the locker room, they reveal this really deep-seated American mindset about strategy and especially about overcoming the odds. Believe me, this isn't just sports talk. It's practically a blueprint for life, for business, for everything in between. Okay, so every game, it starts with the kickoff, right? This first part is all about the mentality you absolutely need before the whistle even blows. It's the mindset you bring to the fight. This phrase, man, it is so central to the American narrative. It's the term for the team or the person that everyone, and I mean everyone, expects to lose. But here's the twist. Being the underdog can be a source of immense power. What's so fascinating is how this concept is almost weaponized. You've got legendary champions like quarterback Tom Brady, who, even after winning multiple Super Bowls, would find ways to cast themselves as the underdog. It's this mindset of always having something to prove, no matter how successful you already are. And that's exactly why this idea bleeds so easily into our everyday culture. We just love an underdog story. You know, the small startup taking on a huge tech giant, or an individual just beating all the odds. It's this narrative that celebrates grit over pure talent, and its roots are right here on the football field. Okay, now let's talk about the raw emotion here. This phrase, it's not just about wanting to win. It captures this deep, burning, almost painful desire for victory. The key here is that word bad. In this context, it's got nothing to do with being negative. It's this really informal, really powerful way to say desperately. It just elevates a simple want to a whole new level of ambition and urgency. It's raw, it's visceral. All right, we've kicked off. Now we are deep in it. The mid-game grind. This is where games are won and lost, and the language really reflects that struggle, that need for teamwork, and those moments of just sheer individual courage. Now, this sounds pretty simple. Almost musical, doesn't it? But in football, rhythm and timing is the absolute secret sauce to a perfect play. It's all about total, unspoken synergy. Think about it. When a quarterback throws the ball, he's not throwing it to where his receiver is, but to where he is going to be. That is rhythm and timing. It's this state of perfect harmony. And in life, well, it's that incredible feeling when a team just clicks and everyone moves together toward the same goal without missing a single beat. But, you know, teamwork is only half the battle. Sometimes the perfect play comes down to one single moment of individual courage. Just picture this for a second. A 300-pound defender is charging right at you. Your every instinct is screaming to run. But the quarterback, he has to stand there, planted, for that extra split second to make the winning throw. It's such a powerful metaphor for life, right? Facing a tough situation head on, accepting the risk, and taking full responsibility for the outcome. Ooh. This one is just brutal. It's not about just scoring points. This is about landing a blow so decisive that it absolutely crushes the other team's spirit. This is basically psychological warfare right there on the field. A long touchdown pass, a critical interception at just the right moment. It's a play so decisive it makes the other side think, yep, it's over. It just rips their hope away and shatters their will to keep fighting. See, it's not just about winning on the scoreboard. It's about winning the mental game so completely that there is just no coming back. It is pure dominance. So we've gone from that initial kickoff mindset all the way through the mid-game grind. Now we get to the final vocabulary, the language of victory, of legacy, and of achieving what seemed totally impossible. This phrase, it's pure emotion. It's what someone says when they've done something so huge, so monumental, that even their most ambitious fantasies couldn't have cooked it up. I mean, Tom Brady himself said he never imagined, not even in his wildest dreams, that he would play in 9 Super Bowls. And coming from arguably one of the greatest winners of all time, that says everything. It's a real moment of human awe in the face of an unbelievable achievement.
So what happens when those wildest dreams moments happen again and again and then again? Well, then you get a dynasty. This isn't about one single win. This is about sustained long-term dominance.
9. Just look at that number. 9. It says it all. A dynasty, like the one Tom Brady built with the Patriots, is an incredibly rare thing. The term itself, borrowed from, empires and kings, is the ultimate praise. It's an entire era defined by one team's unrelenting greatness. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second and bring this all together. These phrases aren't just for football commentators. They're a playbook for a certain way of thinking about challenges and success. So what's the playbook we've uncovered here? Well, it's kind of like a 4-step process. First, you start with the hunger of an underdog. Then, you find that synergy and timing with your team. Next, you have the courage to face pressure head-on. And finally, you strive not just for one win, but for sustained excellence, to build your own dynasty. Which really just leaves us with one final thought. Whether your thing is chess, or baking, or even video games, every single activity has its own language. So what values and strategies are hidden in the words you use every day? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us.